for history. Oh no, like.
Learning target looks a lot like the past 2 days. I can solve and graph solutions.
With a fraction?
Yep, with the fraction. We've actually seen this 2 other times so far with a half, but we didn't practice it very much. And also, if you looked at the 4 that we have, there's more than just the fraction that's a half. So we have to know what to do with all of the fractions. Do you remember what the suggestion was for half? Great.
Even numbers, so like 2, 4, 6.
Yeah, even numbers. Because you're about to break it in half. Even numbers are easier to break in half. Also a suggestion, especially for the fraction problems, is to use 0. Do you have to? No. But think about when you multiply anything by 0.
Yeah,
It's 0. So if the fractions cause you a little like, ooh, not my favorite thing, 0 can help you out. What's a half times 0?
yeah.
What's a third times 0? What's 3/5 times 0?
Or 1.
Just 0. So that can eliminate the fraction part. Isabel?
Can you just put 0 for all of them?
No, because guess what would happen?
We didn't say that.
It would be like yesterday where you had one of those horizontal or vertical lines. But that would look like this. But this one has that equation part that we have to solve. That's a nice idea though. So here's what I mean. It used to say half times x. Now it says half times 0. 0 plus 3. So I really think 0 can help you out on the fraction ones especially. Then half times 2. And don't forget our buddy negative over here. -1 plus 3, 2. Drake?
Do you have to do 4 numbers for your x?
No, thank you for saying that. I would need 3 of these 4. I was just giving suggestions. Okay, next one, half of 4 with our friend negative.
No.
Okay, now, I heard 5 people try to do it in their head, and it was kind of like, But as soon as I wrote it down, they became a lot more confident. That is why math teachers are always telling you to write it down. You become more confident in your answer. Like Drake said, if you already did 0, 2, and 4, you don't have to use 6. If you're going to use 6, half of 6, 3, negative, plus 3,
0.
There definitely is a pattern if you put the numbers in order. Come back next week for more patterns. And actually, if you want to put 4 dots, your line does end up straighter if you have 4 dots, or 5 or 6. Do you have your straight edge or whatever you were improvising for your straight edge? So this one looks downhill to me. If I was going to ski, which is not looking so good, I would pick something that looked more like this hill. Okay, so remember, we picked the even numbers for half because it was easy to break them apart. So on the top right, when I see a 4, what would be easy to break into 4 pieces? Bryn? 12. Maddie? 8. Allison? Ellie? 4. So even if 7 is my favorite number, breaking 7 into 8 pieces is tricky. It works, but it's tricky and it's hard to grasp. So on these fraction ones, just be a little bit more selective of your X's. So we heard 12, we heard 4, we heard 8, and what was my suggestion?
0.
0 is super friendly.
She doesn't bite.
Does not bite. Because look, 1/4 times 0, nada. 0 plus 6. See how friendly she is? 0, what a nice gal. The only reason I'm saying for the 12 is because it's not going to fit. So is it okay if we skip 12?
Yeah.
It's not a bad number. It can easily break it into 4. One-4 times 4. Allison?
16.
You're on the right track. Allison?
7.
Before that,
6.
how'd you get to 7? You're right.
5 times 1 and 4 and plus 6.
How do you times 1/4 times 4? People are wondering.
Oh, I turned it into decimal.
Oh, you did 0.25? Oh, that'll work totally. Ellie,
You divide 4 by 4.
how?
4 divided by 4 equals 1.
But I don't see any dividing.
A fraction is a division symbol.
True. You're not wrong. We just need one more thing. Maddie,
Are we supposed to keep this structure?
that's for dividing, Isabel.
Oh, wait. Will the answer just be 1 plus 6?
Yes, how are we getting this one? Maddie.
Because you would add a 1 at the bottom,
There we go.
and then 4 times 1 is 4, and then 4 times 1 is 4, and 4 plus 6 equals 1.
Yeah! Whew! That was a lot of thought. Ellie, you were not wrong. It worked out exactly like you're saying. You are not wrong, Addison. It works out just like you're saying.
So 7.
Right! 1 plus our 6 up here, 7. I'm noticing today I have to write more stuff down than yesterday. The whole numbers yesterday, my brain was like, got it. The fractions today, my brain's like, I better write that down. All right, 1/4 times 8 over 1. Eight over 4. 4 over 8 would be equals 2. Are you following this? I have to write a lot of stuff down. 8 divided by 4.
8.
Like how many 4s fit into 8? 2. You're okay. Fractions are not the easiest thing. That's why I'm writing it down. Walk 0, climb 6. We're going uphill this time? Shout for help if you need help. Bottom left, are we ready? Shout for help if you need help.
Shout for help if you need help.
The bottom denominator is kind of the boss of us right now. Over 5 also means divide by 5. So even if 3 is my favorite number, I probably don't want to pick to divide 3 into 5 pieces, right? That's kind of tricky. I have parts of fingers otherwise.
5.
Oh, 5 would be nice to split into 5.
Could you do
0?
Could you do negative 5?
You could do negative 5.
10.
10? Oh, I like it, I like it.
15.
Things that we're going to divide by 5. 15 is not wrong. It's just a little too big for our graph.
So what's 2 bigger? Is 10 or more?
Oh, I know this because I made those charts that they were 10 by 10. There's nothing wrong with 15 if we had more space. Why do we like 0 anyway?
Easy.
Because it's just 0.
3/5 times 0 minus 6.
Negative 10.
Oh, 0. Such a nice friend, 0 is. All right, now I gotta put my thinking cap on. 3/5 times 5 over 1.
15 cents. Well, simplify that, it would be 5. It'd be 3 over 1.
Are you following Bryn's thinking? She multiplied the top, got 15. She multiplied the bottom, got 5. 15 divided by 5. 3, but
Negative? Negative 3.
I still have to subtract my 6. 3 minus 6. Drake,
Negative 3.
you got it, sir. One more time with 10. 10. Add a 1.
30 over 1.
Top is 30.
Simplify to 6 over 1.
Bottom is 5.
6.
30 divided by 5. 6. Minus 6. Are we following it? We're following the math, okay?
Sorry.
Don't be afraid to write stuff down. Our brains like us better. Is it gonna line up? Did you go down? Prime negative 6? Is yours matching mine? Drake?
If we did different numbers, would it still like be right if it was like 4 the same direction?
Yes. What do you mean by different numbers?
Like I did this 1, 2, 3, and then 0, 5, 10, but it's still going in the same direction.
The only thing that's a little messy is you have to graph decimals then, and most people don't want to do that. But if you're okay with that, yeah. Ready for our last one?
Yeah.
What's the bottom number?
2.
2. 2's the boss of us right now. What can we break into 2's?
0. I mean, you could do 4.
You could do 4.
And it would just be 2.
I have 2.
8.
Should we do 4 or just 3?
Just 3 of those, yes. So I heard 4 good options. You only need 3 of those options. 3 halves times 0
0.
plus 6.
6.
0. It is so nice to us. Then I probably have to write something down.
Adding 1. Negative 12 open. And that would be negative 6. Negative 0. Negative 6. Negative 3. Positive 3.
A lot of times I find the difference between when I'm helping you and when you try by yourself is no one's writing it down for you, so your brain gets stuck. You write it down, your brain can do it. Does anyone want to do the 8? Isabel, you did it?
Oh, yeah.
Did you get negative 6? Nope. Negative 3?
Still read it.
This is the one that I would not be skiing down. I'd be saying, no thanks. Too scary for me. Too scary for me. You think we're getting the hang of it? So today's 8 graphs have 5 of them with a fraction. What if it just said something like this? Allison?
All the x's are 2 and you have to make up for y's.
Oh, back to yesterday. There isn't a fraction situation. That's okay. We know what to do from yesterday. What if it said something like this? Do I need to be careful of my x's? No, you can use whatever x you want with the whole number. So just be careful when you look at it. Which strategy are we needing? The first day, always see